Hello, my name is Ed Pounds. October 4th, 1988, I was at a friend's apartment across campus. I was a sophomore at Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. I was not in church at the time. I was in the world and of the world. I drank, smoked, cussed. I just was not your ideal person to be around as far as a Christian, and I was traveling from his apartment to my fraternity on a motorcycle going about 30 miles an hour. A car turned left in front of me. I hit him and flew and landed on the right side of my skull, which fractured my skull and resulted in some intracranial damage. Well, there's ambulances showed up, transported me to the local hospital. I did not have any identification on me, so I was checked in as a John Doe. And the trauma team there recognized that I needed immediate surgery, and the doctor said, "I don't care who this person is, he needs surgery. Even though he's a John Doe, we're going to do surgery." So they put my head in a halo, 4 bolts into my skull, removed the right side of my skull, and removed the damaged matter inside of my head. When they removed the right side of my skull, the part that was fractured broke off. So I have a hole the size of a quarter in the side of my head to this day. But it's a God thing, because after they stapled my head back together, it gave a place for the intracranial swelling to go. It was a blessing through and through that part of my skull broke off. God removed any memory for a 1-month period after the accident. 2 weeks of this 1 month, I was in a coma. And the trauma team was preparing my family for the person I would be if I came out of the coma. They were telling them, "You're going to have to probably teach them to read, walk, all motor skills, and most definitely I would not have use of my left hand and arm due to the location of the brain trauma." So during the time I was in a coma, my mother held my left hand, and I heard there was great joy in the room when I moved it. And to this day, I have no limitation, praise the Lord, in my left hand and arm or any mobility. So that is a true blessing. 6 weeks after the accident, I was discharged in time to spend at home with my family at Thanksgiving. And I did outpatient rehabilitation, where they asked me the same questions: what my name was, who the President of the United States was. And again, this irritated me to a bit. And then they were giving me memory cards, and they felt I'd had enough when I started telling them what the next memory card was before they flipped it. So, glory be to God, I was able to stop all rehabilitation 8 weeks after the accident. And the following January, which is 3 months after the accident, I returned to university and subsequently got a bachelor's degree. Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." And the events that happened on this day demonstrate that God had me in the palm of his hand. Now I am fathomed by the blessings God gives us every day, and the fact that I'm able to be in church and teach children about God is just a blessing to me. Whenever you have difficulties, you can always look to somebody else and what they've gone through and see how God has brought them through this. You don't stay in your situation, you go through your situation. And that is the hope we have is we can cast our cares upon the Lord, and He takes care of things. There's great peace in the Lord. He is the peacemaker. So when you're struggling, you just cast your cares upon the Lord, and He'll take care of it.